Hey everyone, and welcome to Football Hub. Today, we're tackling one of the most common frustrations in football, losing the ball when you dribble. We've all been there. You pick up the ball, you try to make something happen, and before you know it, an opponent has snatched it away. But what if I told you there's a protocol, a set of principles that can drastically reduce your turnovers and help you glide past defenders with confidence? That's exactly what we're breaking down today. Third on our list is change of pace and direction. Predictability is your enemy when dribbling. If defenders know exactly where you're going and how fast, they'll dispossess you easily. Learn to suddenly accelerate, then slow down. Cut sharply, then drift. Use feints and shoulder drops to make them commit, then explode into the space you've created. This doesn't mean you need to be lightning fast all the time. Sometimes, a sudden deceleration can be just as effective as an acceleration. Practice quick bursts over 2 to 3 yards, then a sharp cut, then another burst. Keep defenders guessing. Now, let's talk about the golden rule, touch selection. This is where many players go wrong. When you're in tight spaces, under pressure, you need small, close touches to maintain control. Think of it as gluing the ball to your foot. But when you have space ahead of you, don't be afraid to take a slightly longer touch to push the ball into that space and run onto it. This allows you to gain speed and cover ground quickly. The mistake is using large touches in tight spaces or tiny touches when there's an acre of open field. It's about reading the situation and choosing the right touch for the moment. Your goal is to move the ball with purpose, not just to move it. Finally, and this is crucial for not losing the ball, understanding when to dribble and when to pass. Dribbling is a tool, not the only solution. Before you even receive the ball, you should be scanning the field, looking for options. If there's an easy, clear pass that keeps possession and advances the play, take it. Don't dribble for the sake of dribbling. Dribble when you can beat a defender, when you can create space, or when you can draw opponents out of position to open up a pass. The best dribblers know when to hold onto the ball and when to release it. Sometimes, the safest way to dribble without losing the ball is to pass it before you get into trouble. So, to recap the football protocol for dribbling without losing the ball. Master the fundamentals, with ball taps and tight space dribbling. Keep your eyes up, scan the field, always. Use your body as a shield, protect the ball from defenders. Change pace and direction. Be unpredictable. Select the right touch, small in tight spaces, larger in open space. Know when to pass. Dribbling is a tool, not an obligation. Consistency is key. Spend 10 to 15 minutes every day on these principles, and you'll see a dramatic improvement in your ball retention and confidence on the pitch. Next, let's move into more dynamic control. We're going to use a tight space dribble. Imagine you're in a phone booth. Your goal is to keep the ball within that tiny area using only the inside and outside of your foot. Use small, frequent touches. The key here is to control the ball's speed and direction with every touch. You're not just kicking it, you're guiding it. This teaches you to manage the ball under immediate pressure, just like in a real game. Practice both feet equally. Consistency is more important than speed here. So where do we start? With the absolute fundamentals. The first exercise is simple, but incredibly powerful, ball taps. Just stand over the ball and lightly tap it back and forth between your feet, using the soles. Focus on light touches, quick feet, and keeping your eyes up, even if it's just for a split second. This builds rhythm, foot-eye coordination, and a soft touch. Do this for just 2 to 3 minutes every day, and you'll feel the difference. It's about building a subconscious connection. Now, let's talk about the first crucial technique that separates average dribblers from great ones. Keeping your eyes up? This sounds obvious, but so many players stare at the ball. If your eyes are glued to the ball, you can't see the defender approaching, you can't see the passing lane, and you can't see the space to exploit. My protocol is this. Develop such a strong feel for the ball that you only need to glance down occasionally. Practice dribbling with your chin up, constantly scanning. Try to count cones around you, or identify colors while you dribble. This trains your peripheral vision and spatial awareness. The ball is important, but what's around you is critical. The second critical technique is using your body as a shield. When a defender gets close, don't just try to outrun them. Instead, position your body between the ball and the defender. Use your arm for balance, not to push, but to feel their presence and create space. Drop your shoulder, widen your stance, and keep the ball on the foot furthest from the defender. This makes it incredibly difficult for them to get to the ball legally. It's not about being bigger or stronger. It's about smart positioning. Practice receiving the ball with your back to an imaginary defender and then turning away, shielding the ball as you move. If you found this protocol helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Football Hub for more in-depth breakdowns, and let me know in the comments below which dribbling tip you're going to focus on first. Keep working hard, and I'll see you in the next video.